Hi, my name is Tom. I'm gonna do a tutorial about Sony Vegas Pro. First of all, I'm gonna go through the menus. The first menu here are some files you can select to add effects to the video. In this area, you can see your selected audio files and video files. Here on this screen, you can see the video that you are playing. Right here, there are the timelines. You can add audio tracks and video tracks. I'm gonna add one video and one audio. Now, I'm gonna show you how to import audio and video files. You click on File, then Import, Media, then you select the file where you have the videos and audio files. I'm not gonna select them because I have already selected them beforehand. Then, if you want the video onto the timeline, you just click and drag, easy as that. It also has audio. I'm gonna put it a bit down because it's really loud for me and for you. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you the basics of the video. You can easily press play by pressing this button and pause by pressing this button. That's simple. You can also do it with your spacebar. Press spacebar and press it again. It goes back to the point where you started. You can also cut your video. You can do that by using this little tool, the split trim tool. You select it and you choose where to split it. I want to split it here. Now I have two files. I have two videos. You can unselect it, just normal edit tool, and you can do whatever you want. You can put it here, you can put it there, but we're gonna just leave it as one. Now I'm gonna tell you a bit about the audio. You can put it louder like this and less loud like this. That's pretty straightforward. You can also mute the timeline, so if you don't want to hear the sound of the video, you can press this button, mute. Now you see a gray area. It's not gonna play sound, so I'm gonna show you. There's no sound. If I disable it and do it again, there is sound. Okay, you can also split with the letter S on your keyboard, like this, S, but I'm gonna undo it because we don't really need that. Okay, now, if you want to put slow motion on a certain part of the video, like this one, you press your Control key on the keyboard. You see it's changing right there, and then you just drag it for how long you want it to be. I want it like this. It's almost double time from what it was before. So if you now play it, it's going slow-mo. If you don't like the music, because it's like in slow motion, you can just disable it and bring another file in, like music that you like. I'm just gonna split it here and delete it, and then you can play the video with the music you like. I'm gonna turn it down, really too loud, and then the music plays with the video. See, it's still in slow motion. Okay, now adding another video behind your video, I've pretty much shown it here. There's also a loop region. If you want to cut out a certain part, you can use the loop region. You double click here, now you have a big loop region, but we only want a small part of it because we want to cut this part out of the video. So you select this one here and this one there, and then you press S. So you see, it's now selecting this part, so you can do with this part whatever you want. I'm gonna undo it so it's back one. Alright, now you can change the video properties, the quality of the video, by just going to new. Yeah, it sounds a bit weird, just press yes. You save it here like tutorial, I'm gonna name it like that, tutorial, and then you can choose the resolution, the frames per second it's gonna use, and the quality and stuff. like how many bits the video is going to use. The higher you're going on the quality, the more time it has to render and the bigger the file will be. I'm not gonna go through all of the options because it's pretty straightforward. Oh yeah, one thing, you can change the aspect ratio, but we're just gonna keep 16:9 because most monitors nowadays use 16:9 and not 4:3 anymore. Okay, you can have two videos and these two videos can go over each other, so you create a little fading effect. I'm gonna turn the music off because we don't really need that. So if you see, it's gonna change to the other video with a little fade. Yeah, the slow-mo is not really annoying, but you saw there was a fade between the video. You can adjust it to a longer fade or a short fade. It doesn't really matter. If you want to select more clips at one time, you just select one clip and then you press Ctrl and you can select more clips, so you can select more clips at one time. There is also an option to manually select it. Just click on this button, there's a little arrow, and then you can select which files you want to select. Then you can drag it around the timeline. Now we unselect it. Moving your track, so the audio file from the video file separately, you have to use the key U on your keyboard. So you press U and then you take the video out of the audio file, so you can like use this audio for something else or another part. So if you want to use this one with this audio, you can just play it like this. I'm gonna unmute it, and the audio from this video is now on this video. Okay, moving on to the next part. If you have black bars in your screen, so if you filmed it with your camera straight up, you're gonna have black bars on the side. If you want to get rid of them, you can just easily right click this, then go to switches, and you tick off the main aspect ratio. On some videos it's gonna look ugly, but it's your opinion then, and you can do what you want with it. Alright, you can also mute the audio of a file, not by just disabling the whole track, but just one file. You just click the audio file. You have to see, you don't click this one, but really the audio file, because now you selected two. Just click one and then go to switches, and then you can mute the audio here. So I'm gonna play it, there's no audio. Okay, I'm gonna unmute it back again. Here's the audio again. Okay, if you do something wrong in Sony Vegas, you can, like, if you split this and you don't want it, you can always use the undo button. That's pretty straightforward. And the redo button. Now I'm gonna go to fading out one clip or fading in. If you go to the left corner of a clip, you see this little icon, and you can click and then drag a little line into the clip. I'm gonna do it at the beginning of the clip and the end. So I'm gonna make it a little bit longer. So if I start the video, you see it goes from black to the video, and if you go to the end, the video will slowly fade away into black. Here you see it. You can also add effects to the clip, or panning. Panning means you zoom in or zoom out on a clip. I'm gonna use this one, pause it. Oh no, this one. The first button is the pan crop one, the zooming one. So you can select here how big you want it to be. Like if you only want the small part of it, then you can bring it down to here, and then it's gonna show only that part that you selected, so it's more zoomed in here. You can also just zoom it out, but it will leave black bars. Like I told you before, we don't like black bars. We want to remove them. I'm gonna remove the black bars real quick. Leave a bit zoomed in. Okay, the second button is to add visual effects. I'm not gonna really add an effect because there are so many options in Sony Vegas, and you really have to know what you're doing, and they're also advanced. Maybe in another tutorial I can explain you those. You can also delete a whole track on your timeline, but be careful, everything that's in it is gonna be removed. So I'm gonna make one to show you, and I'm gonna copy this one and paste it here. So if I right click and then delete track, the things that are in that line are gonna be deleted with it. It's not gonna give you a pop-up message, it's just gonna delete it, so watch out if you do this feature. When your clip is ready, you can go to File and you can click Render As. Here you can choose in which format you want to render. We're gonna use MP3. You name the video, I'm just gonna leave it as tutorial, and you can just select it, and then you can select the quality of the video. I'm just gonna go with medium quality because it seems about right. Then you press render, and then the whole video is gonna render. I only selected this part, the loop region, so if you want to select the whole video, render the whole video, you have to put the loop region much wider so you have everything into the video. Okay, that's about it for my tutorial about Sony Vegas. I hope you learned something, and bye.